Imagine walking into a room and instantly feeling the energy shift toward you, not because you demanded attention, not because you tried to impress, but because of the calm, undeniable presence you carry. People are drawn to those who are steady, composed, and untouchable by chaos. There's a certain invisible force that surrounds someone who remains detached and non-reactive, a magnetic energy that attracts respect, admiration, and influence. Today we will explore why cultivating this inner mastery makes you magnetic and how it transforms every aspect of your life. Being detached does not mean you stop caring or become cold. It means that your peace is no longer dependent on external events, opinions, or judgments. Life will always offer provocations, challenges, and distractions, yet the person who is detached observes without absorbing. When someone attempts to provoke anger, frustration, or fear, they encounter not resistance but composure. This lack of reaction is not emptiness, it is power. When your energy is unshakable, others are subconsciously drawn toward it, sensing stability they themselves crave. The more you cultivate detachment, the less the world can dictate your emotional state, and the more you radiate confidence and calm. Non-reactivity is equally crucial. Most people are enslaved by impulse, responding to every insult, criticism, or provocation immediately. This is what drains energy and diminishes presence. When you choose not to react hastily, you reclaim control over your mind and body. Each pause before a response strengthens your authority. People sense when someone is measured, thoughtful, and composed. They are instinctively drawn to it. Non-reactivity allows you to observe the motives and emotions of others without being consumed by them. It creates a silent aura of intelligence, confidence, and discernment. The world responds to stillness, just as water reflects the sky. The magnetic power of detachment comes from self-mastery. When you are not entangled in the drama of others, your energy is free to focus on your purpose, vision, and growth. This clarity manifests as charisma. Charisma is not loud or forced. It is the natural byproduct of being centered and present. When you remain unattached to outcomes or reactions, your presence communicates strength and authenticity. People are drawn to authenticity because it is rare, unshakable, and genuine. They feel safe, inspired, and motivated in your presence. Detachment allows you to operate from a higher frequency, one that attracts success, respect, and meaningful connections. Another layer of this magnetism lies in emotional intelligence. By practicing detachment, you develop the ability to read situations clearly without distortion from your own biases or reactivity. You understand that other people's actions and words are reflections of their inner state, not absolute truths about you. This perspective prevents unnecessary conflict, misinterpretation, and stress. When you respond with wisdom rather than impulse, people notice, respect, and trust you. Your calmness becomes contagious. Just as fire spreads heat, composure spreads influence. Detachment grants you the superpower of clarity, which naturally enhances attraction and persuasion. Being non-reactive also cultivates patience, another magnetic quality. When you do not feel pressured to respond to every situation immediately, you give yourself time to think, observe, and act from intelligence rather than impulse. People instinctively admire those who remain calm under pressure. They recognize a depth and strength that is absent in reactive individuals. Patience is not passivity. It is a conscious choice to preserve energy, focus on what matters, and respond from alignment with your highest self. In every interaction, your patience signals maturity, confidence, and mastery, qualities that draw others toward you without any effort. Detachment and non-reactivity also make you mysterious. When you do not reveal every thought, emotion, or reaction, your presence becomes intriguing. People are naturally attracted to mystery because it stimulates curiosity and respect. They cannot predict your response, which creates a sense of admiration and attention. This magnetism is effortless. It does not require manipulation or coercion. It flows from the natural mastery of your own energy. Being magnetic in this sense is not about controlling others. It is about embodying qualities that invite them willingly, like iron drawn to a natural magnet. The energy of detachment also fosters resilience. When you are not tied to external validation or reactions, challenges no longer derail you. Difficult conversations, unexpected changes, or criticism are observed and processed, not absorbed. Your presence remains unbroken. This resilience amplifies magnetism because people unconsciously respect and gravitate towards strength. They sense that you are not easily influenced or swayed, and this gives them a sense of security and admiration. Detachment is not avoidance. It is the art of navigating life with grace and mastery is inherently magnetic. When combined with self-awareness, detachment enhances confidence. Confidence that arises from knowing your value internally, independent of others' judgments, radiates naturally. You are not seeking validation, approval, or admiration, yet these come to you effortlessly. This is the paradox of magnetism. It is strongest when it is unforced. Detachment ensures that your energy is aligned with your true self, not with expectations or projections from the outside world. When people sense alignment, authenticity, and calm, they cannot resist your presence. You become magnetic because your energy resonates with strength, clarity, and integrity. Non-reactivity also enhances communication. Your words are chosen carefully, not hurriedly. Your tone carries weight and clarity because it is grounded in observation, not emotion. When you speak, people listen, not because you demand it, but because they sense your inner calm and intelligence. Detachment allows you to respond rather than react, to influence rather than push, and to guide without forcing. This communication magnetically draws people who respect composure, insight, and maturity. Your presence becomes a safe harbor for those who seek understanding, stability, and wisdom. Another profound effect of detachment is that it reduces internal stress. When you no longer expend energy reacting to every slight insult or expectation, your mental and emotional state becomes clear and light. This lightness is visible, tangible, and magnetic. People are drawn to energy that is unburdened, fluid, and free. It is far more attractive than any effort to impress or dominate. Magnetism arises from the effortless calm that others feel in your presence, a calm born from control over yourself rather than the world. Each moment of inner peace reinforces this aura, creating an invisible pull that naturally attracts abundance, respect, and opportunities. Ultimately, the combination of detachment and non-reactivity is the essence of personal power. You are not controlled by events, people, or circumstances. Your energy is your own, your focus is intact, your presence is commanding without force. This is the source of magnetism that no external trick, strategy, or manipulation can replicate. When you embody calm, composure, and presence, life unfolds with more opportunities, deeper relationships, and genuine admiration from others. Being magnetic is not a skill you acquire, it is a state you cultivate through mastery of yourself. So friends, remember this. Magnetism is the natural byproduct of detachment and non-reactivity. Calmness becomes attractive. Composure becomes influential. Presence becomes power. Walk through life observing, not absorbing. Respond with wisdom, not reaction. Align with your highest self, and let your energy speak louder than words ever could. People will notice, opportunities will appear, influence will follow, and all of this happens effortlessly, simply because you mastered the most important relationship in your life, the one with yourself. True magnetism originates from the mastery of your inner energy rather than attempting to control the behavior of others. When your power is sourced from within, external circumstances lose the ability to sway you. Calmness and clarity become your natural state, allowing your presence to radiate without effort. People sense stability and strength, and they are instinctively drawn to it. Your energy becomes magnetic because it is untouchable and authentic, not forced or performative. Influence emerges naturally when your mind is centered and your heart steady. You no longer chase attention or validation. It comes to you effortlessly. Your thoughts and emotions remain under conscious direction, creating a field of attraction. Even in chaos, you remain anchored, embodying a quiet yet undeniable power. Those around you recognize the difference between superficial effort and genuine self-mastery. Energy that is controlled, purposeful, and serene resonates deeply with others. You are a calm harbor in a turbulent world, and this serenity becomes irresistible. Mastery over yourself turns every glance, conversation, and interaction into a demonstration of magnetic presence. Your inner strength becomes visible, felt, and respected without a word. The world cannot ignore energy that is fully aligned with its own source. Detachment allows you to maintain inner calm, even when the world around you is turbulent. Events, criticisms, or chaos may arise, yet they do not penetrate your core. By observing rather than absorbing, you preserve energy that others expend in emotional battles. Detachment is not coldness, it is clarity and sovereignty. When you remain unmoved, you demonstrate an unspoken authority that draws people naturally. Your presence communicates that you are in control of yourself, not at the mercy of external forces. This magnetic quality is irresistible because it offers security, composure, and guidance. People are drawn to energy that does not demand or cling, but simply exists with integrity. Emotional independence allows you to engage without being entangled in drama. Others are inspired by your ability to navigate life without losing equilibrium. Detachment allows your focus to remain on what matters most, amplifying purpose and vision. Life's disturbances become background noise, while your essence remains prominent. Being detached cultivates confidence, patience, and an aura of quiet strength. Each interaction becomes an opportunity for influence rather than a potential drain. The power of detachment is invisible yet undeniable, and it naturally attracts attention and respect. Non-reactivity preserves your energy and amplifies your presence in ways that words cannot describe. By choosing when and how to respond, you demonstrate wisdom, composure, and authority. Impulsive reactions drain your strength and scatter your energy, while measured responses radiate calm mastery. Others instinctively respect those who do not react hastily, sensing confidence and intelligence in their restraint. Each pause before a response allows clarity to emerge, revealing insight that others overlook in haste. Non-reactivity transforms provocation into opportunity, teaching patience and strategic awareness. When you remain still in the face of conflict, people notice the invisible power in your calmness. You communicate strength without aggression, presence without force, and clarity without argument. Energy that is steady resonates more deeply than energy that fluctuates with every external stimulus. Your ability to observe, process, and respond thoughtfully creates admiration and influence. People unconsciously gravitate toward composure, recognizing that it is rare and valuable. Non-reactivity is a discipline that enhances every interaction and amplifies your magnetic field. The less you allow chaos to penetrate your state of being, the stronger and more alluring you become. In every encounter, calmness becomes your most persuasive tool. The aura of self-possession is felt before it is ever spoken. Observing others without absorbing their emotions develops emotional intelligence, a quality that naturally attracts people. When you see that others' anger, frustration, or envy reflects their inner state rather than your reality, you remain grounded. You become an observer of energy rather than a participant in unnecessary emotional turbulence. This perspective allows clarity to guide your interactions, while others react impulsively. Emotional intelligence communicates understanding, patience, and empathy, which are magnetic by nature. People are drawn to those who maintain stability while recognizing the complexities of human behavior. You respond with wisdom rather than instinct, creating an aura of depth and reliability. By noticing subtleties without taking them personally, you conserve energy and cultivate influence. Your presence becomes a stabilizing force in social and professional environments. Those who are emotionally intelligent inspire trust, confidence, and admiration effortlessly. Energy that does not get carried away by every emotional wave becomes magnetic because it is rare and grounded. Observation allows you to navigate challenges smoothly, creating harmony where others see chaos. The ability to hold space for emotions without being consumed enhances attraction and respect. Emotional intelligence allows you to understand and guide rather than react and be drained. Your calm observation becomes a source of inspiration and leadership that others cannot resist. Patience strengthens influence and attracts respect effortlessly, becoming a magnetic quality in its own right. the ability to wait, observe, and respond with deliberation signals confidence and wisdom. Impulsive individuals may seem active, but they often scatter energy and diminish their influence. Those who cultivate patience demonstrate mastery over their own impulses and an understanding of timing. People are naturally drawn to calm, steady presences that do not rush or force outcomes. Patience allows interactions to unfold organically, building trust and respect over time. By waiting and responding thoughtfully, you ensure that your actions carry weight and meaning. Life's pressures become opportunities rather than crises when met with composure. Patience is a form of silent power, an invisible force that others feel and admire. It signals that you are not desperate, reactive, or controlled by circumstance. Each interaction becomes more meaningful, and each decision carries greater authority. Patience amplifies clarity, discernment, and strategic awareness, all of which enhance magnetism. The energy of someone who is truly patient is calm, compelling, and captivating. Influence follows naturally when your presence is steady and unwavering. People respect and seek out those who act with deliberate intention, knowing that their energy is not easily swayed. Mystery created through composure naturally draws attention and curiosity, forming an invisible magnetic field around you. When others cannot predict your reactions or understand your inner world completely, they are drawn toward it. Mystery does not require deception. It arises from self-mastery, silence, and emotional intelligence. People are intrigued by those who carry themselves with quiet confidence, subtle power, and measured responses. Every pause, thoughtful word, and controlled reaction builds an aura that captivates attention. Mystery inspires curiosity, respect, and admiration, qualities that cannot be manufactured through loudness or effort. Detachment and calm create an invisible boundary that others feel but cannot cross without invitation. This magnetic quality increases influence because people are naturally compelled to understand, learn from, and engage with you. The less reactive you are, the more compelling your presence becomes. Mystery signals depth, intelligence, and self-possession. It communicates that your energy is governed internally, not by external pressures. Those drawn to your composure sense safety, inspiration, and value in your presence. The allure of mystery is effortless, born from mastery rather than performance. Presence that is calm, composed, and unpredictable in the right way attracts naturally. Resilience arises from detachment, and it enhances magnetism by demonstrating strength under pressure. When challenges, criticism, or setbacks occur, your inner state remains steady. This ability to navigate adversity without collapse communicates power that others notice instinctively. Resilience is attractive because it signals that your energy cannot be easily broken or manipulated. By remaining composed, you demonstrate reliability and integrity, qualities that people are drawn to and trust. Detachment prevents temporary disturbances from destabilizing your presence, allowing you to operate from clarity. Each instance of resilience reinforces your magnetic aura, creating an invisible but compelling force around you. Others feel reassured, inspired, and drawn to your energy because it represents stability and mastery. Life's unpredictability becomes a stage to demonstrate composure, turning potential stress into evidence of strength. Resilience is not just surviving, it is thriving while maintaining serenity. The more steady you are, the more others are drawn to your stability. Your presence becomes a model of grace, power, and influence. Resilience communicates authority silently but unmistakably, creating attraction effortlessly. Confidence rooted in self-awareness is magnetic because it arises from understanding your value internally, not from external approval. When you know who you are and what you stand for, no criticism or praise can destabilize you. This internal confidence radiates naturally, drawing attention and respect without effort. Others sense authenticity, and they are instinctively attracted to people who are anchored in their truth. Self-awareness allows you to navigate social interactions with clarity, focus, and poise. You communicate authority and strength without asserting dominance. When you act from alignment with your values and understanding, your energy becomes magnetic. People are drawn to those who are secure in themselves, independent of circumstances or opinion. Confidence built on external factors is fragile. Confidence built on self-knowledge is enduring. Others unconsciously recognize this stability and gravitate toward it. Self-aware confidence fosters trust, admiration, and curiosity. It ensures that your presence has weight and significance. True magnetism comes from being fully aligned internally, not trying to impress externally. Confidence rooted in self-awareness is magnetic, effortless, and lasting. Thoughtful, calm communication amplifies influence and connection because it is grounded in presence and awareness. When your words are chosen intentionally, they carry clarity, weight, and credibility. People listen to those who speak from composure, not impulse. Calm communication allows you to convey ideas, guidance, and inspiration without force or agitation. Others sense the depth and intelligence in measured responses, which increases respect and influence. By avoiding reactive speech, you preserve energy and amplify authority. Words become tools rather than weapons, bridges rather than barriers. Thoughtful communication demonstrates mastery over self, and others respond with trust and attention. Each interaction becomes meaningful, creating resonance and connection. Calmness in speech signals emotional stability, maturity, and wisdom. Those who are reactive often scatter their influence, while those who speak with presence amplify it. Being deliberate in expression magnifies magnetic presence. Communication grounded in clarity and composure is a conduit for connection, admiration, and influence. Your words resonate because they reflect a mind that is unshakable, observant, and intentional. Inner peace and freedom from external validation are the ultimate sources of magnetism. When your worth is independent of opinions, praise, or criticism, your energy becomes untouchable. Peace attracts naturally because it is rare and visible in presence. People sense when someone operates from internal security, and they are drawn to it effortlessly. This freedom allows authenticity to shine, which is magnetic beyond measure. Others instinctively respect those who are anchored, aligned, and unreactive. Inner peace fosters composure, clarity, and strength, making you a stabilizing presence in any environment. It enables resilience, patience, and thoughtful responses. Freedom from the need to control perception allows influence to emerge naturally. Your energy becomes magnetic because it communicates mastery, authenticity, and independence. People are drawn to the calm, centered, and untouchable essence that radiates effortlessly. Every interaction is infused with presence, energy, and subtle authority. Magnetism is not manufactured. It is a reflection of internal alignment and unshakable serenity. The world naturally orients toward energy that is free, composed, and untouchable by chaos. Inner peace is the invisible force that draws respect, admiration, and influence without effort.